In the small coastal town of Seabreeze, where the waves whispered secrets to the shore, lived a boy named Leo. Leo spent every free moment exploring the wild woods beyond the cliffs. His tan skin glowed in the sun, and his curly dark brown hair bounced as he ran through the trees. His green eyes, always full of excitement, peeked out from beneath the hood of his favorite red hoodie. Today, with the salty breeze at his back and his scuffed hiking boots pounding the dirt trail, Leo felt certain that adventure was just around the corner. The forest was alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Leo hopped over tangled roots and ducked under low-hanging branches, his heart beating fast with the thrill of discovery. He imagined himself as an explorer charting unknown lands. As he wandered, something unusual caught his eye. A glint of silver half buried at the base of a mighty oak tree. Curious, Leo knelt down, brushing away the damp leaves. His fingers closed around a cold, heavy object, a beautiful silver compass, its face etched with tiny, intricate designs. Leo turned the compass over carefully, admiring the craftsmanship. Delicate initials, C.D., were engraved on the back. The needle swung steadily north, unwavering despite the gentle tremor of Leo's hands. Maybe it belonged to a pirate, Leo whispered, eyes wide with wonder. He tucked the compass safely into his pocket, feeling as though he had just stepped into a real-life adventure. For the rest of the afternoon, Leo roamed the woods, using the compass to guide him. He felt unstoppable, until the shadows grew longer. As the golden light of the setting sun bathed the woods in a warm glow, Leo sat on a fallen log, gazing at the compass. Guilt gnawed at the edge of his excitement. Someone had lost this treasure. Someone who might still be missing it. He imagined a sailor, old and weathered, searching the woods with desperate eyes. Leo's fingers tightened around the compass. Could he really keep it, knowing it wasn't his? He tucked it back into his pocket and trudged home, a heavy weight settling in his chest. At dinner that night, Leo pushed peas around his plate absent-mindedly. His mom noticed immediately. "Everything okay, sweetheart?" she asked, her eyes warm and concerned. Leo hesitated, the story of the compass burning on his tongue. But fear kept him silent. What if they made him give it up? What if it wasn't worth anything after all? He forced a smile and mumbled, "Just tired from exploring." His mom ruffled his hair but said no more. Leo knew he hadn't been honest, and that felt worse than any scuffed knee. The next morning, Leo couldn't bring himself to enjoy his usual adventures. The compass felt heavy in his pocket, a constant reminder of his secret. As he wandered along the docks, he overheard old Mr. Dunlop, the retired sailor who lived alone near the wharf, talking to a group of fishermen. "Lost that compass years ago," Mr. Dunlop grumbled. "Never found another like it. Best thing my father ever gave me." Leo froze. The initials, the silver gleam. It was his compass. No, Mr. Dunlop's compass. Leo's heart hammered against his ribs. He had imagined pirates and treasure maps, but this was real. Mr. Dunlop had lost something precious. Leo slipped away from the docks, mind racing. He could return it. He should return it. But what if Mr. Dunlop got angry? What if he thought Leo had stolen it? Fear and guilt battled inside him all afternoon, leaving him restless and jittery. That evening, Leo sat cross-legged on his bed, the compass lying in his palm. He stared at the spinning needle, seeking guidance. Deep down, he already knew the right thing to do. His mom's voice echoed in his head. Honesty is doing the right thing, even when it's hard. Steeling himself, Leo wrapped the compass in a clean handkerchief and slipped it into his pocket. Tomorrow, he would face Mr. Dunlop. The next morning, Leo's legs felt like jelly as he walked toward the wharf. Mr. Dunlop sat outside his weathered blue shack, whittling a piece of driftwood. His grizzled face was set in a deep scowl. Leo took a deep breath, summoned all his courage, and approached. Mr. Dunlop. Sir, he said, voice trembling slightly. The old man looked up, one bushy eyebrow raised. Leo gulped and held out the wrapped compass. Mr. Dunlop's hands trembled as he unfolded the handkerchief. His sharp eyes widened when the compass gleamed in the morning sun. For a long moment, he said nothing, just stared. Then he whispered, Where did you find this, boy? Leo stumbled through his story about the woods and the oak tree. Mr. Dunlop listened, his lined face unreadable. When Leo finished, he waited for the anger he expected. Instead, Mr. Dunlop let out a long, shaky breath. Thought it was gone forever, he murmured, voice thick with emotion. This compass belonged to my father. Kept me safe on every voyage. Leo shifted nervously, unsure what to say. Mr. Dunlop studied him for a long time, then gave a slow nod. You did the right thing, lad. That takes guts. Relief flooded Leo's chest, so overwhelming that he nearly staggered. Mr. Dunlop patted the bench beside him, and Leo sat. For the next hour, the old sailor spun tales of distant lands, stormy seas, and the adventures he had lived through. Leo listened, wide-eyed, the earlier fear forgotten. He realized Mr. Dunlop wasn't grumpy. He was lonely. As the morning sun climbed higher, Mr. Dunlop handed the compass back to Leo. You keep it, he said gruffly. No better hands than yours. Leo's mouth fell open. But it's yours, Mr. Dunlop chuckled. Had my adventures? Boy, time for you to have yours. Leo cradled the compass, awe and gratitude filling his heart. He promised to treasure it, not as something he had found, but as a symbol of honesty, courage, and new friendships. From that day on, Leo and Mr. Dunlop became inseparable. They explored tide pools, mapped hidden trails, and built miniature ships in bottles. Leo's world grew wider, richer, filled with new stories and deeper friendships. The compass guided Leo not just through the woods, but through his choices. Every time he faced a tough decision, he thought of that day, when telling the truth had seemed so hard but had led to something so wonderful. One blustery afternoon, as Leo and Mr. Dunlop walked along the cliffs, they spotted something in the distance. A message in a bottle bobbing on the waves. Laughing, they scrambled down the rocks to retrieve it, eager for a new mystery. Inside the bottle was a note from another young adventurer across the sea. Inspired, Leo and Mr. Dunlop decided to send their own message back, beginning a new kind of adventure without leaving home. Leo's honesty had given him something far greater than treasure. It had given him a mentor, a friend, and a lifetime of adventures yet to come. The compass remained one of Leo's most prized possessions, hanging proudly above his bed, not because it was silver or old, but because it reminded him that doing the right thing made the world a little brighter. On Leo's birthday, Mr. Dunlop gave him another gift, a weathered journal. "For your maps, your dreams, and your truths," he said. Leo accepted it with tears in his eyes, promising to fill its pages with honesty and wonder. Years later, when Leo grew up and became an explorer for real, he still carried the silver compass. Every expedition began with a glance at it, a silent promise to be brave and true, no matter where his journeys took him. Leo often visited Seabreeze, telling stories to new young adventurers about the magic of truth and the bravery of doing what's right. And every story started the same way, with a boy, a lost compass, and a choice that changed everything. The end. But for Leo, and anyone who chooses honesty, the adventure never truly ends. Moral: honesty leads to unexpected treasures, friendships, trust, and a world of new opportunities.